Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SAC Championships here at Moretz Sports Complex here today in Hickory, North Carolina. We have the visiting Wingate Bulldogs and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. You're watching Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. I'm Adekale Ande, joined by Jenna Bodekar. And Jenna, this has been the match we've been waiting for all year. The third time these two teams will meet each other. Another rendition of Rivalry Week, and for all the marbles, the SAC Tournament Championship.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. We've had two great matches between this team so far. Obviously, we know the first we saw Lenoir-Rhyne coming off hot, quickly getting a 2-0 lead, and just Wingate not giving up on that one, and able to notch it at 2-2 for the final score. And then the last game we saw Victor Cascon somehow reaching for this ball and playing a beautiful ball across to the head of Noah Tiefel, but very close games, all that we've seen. So looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be another one of those.
Yeah, this one is going to be a very interesting one. Like we said, rivalry. These two teams, they'll play really physical and chippy at times. And that brings me to one of my main key points here for this match. Here for both teams, really. In the two games they played each other, there were 20 cards, 19 yellows and 1 red. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it's going to be a matter of who's going to keep composure and stay disciplined throughout the match.
Yeah, that chippiness, it's something that's going to keep coming, especially in these rivalry games, and hopefully we don't see a lot of that to the extent that we've seen it in the past. Obviously, you love a good physical matchup, but don't want to see too many cards today. I would love to see an evenly matched 11-11 be game the whole time, just to keep it interesting, keep it even, and see who the best opponent is truly without somebody losing a man.
Exactly. And then another point here for LR. They got to make Bergendorf uncomfortable in goal. He's a very savvy, technically sound keeper, and he has a really good defensive back line. But he only has 10 saves on the season, and if Lenoir-Rhyne can get some pressure on him early, that can make him get flustered really early if they got a lot of good chances on goal. And, when you have the Offensive Player of the Year in Victor Cascon, he's going to set something up for his offense.
Yeah, I feel like the past few games we've seen with Lenoir-Rhyne, they've done a great job of possessing within the middle third here and then in their own attacking third. So if they can continue to do that and get these shots off, then that's going to be huge. It seems like the past few games that we've seen, Lenoir-Rhyne's been able to strike early, and that's been huge for them because then they can play a game where they have some wiggle room to work with, a game where they can be more offensively mindset in the first half, and then they can just play defensively to keep that lead they have going in the second half. So hopefully we can see Lenoir-Rhyne get a goal early here again today.
And then for Wingate, some keys for them. In order for the Wingate Bulldogs to come out on top today, they have to shut down the midfield of LR, which means finding number 24 and number 10. The two captains here for the Bears, Carles Montoya Lobo and Victor Cascon, they're the heartbeat of the Bears, and they make that midfield run. And when they're playing well, all 11 Lenoir-Rhyne players are working as a well-oiled unit.
Yeah, the fluidity within the midfield of the Lenoir-Rhyne recently has just been absolutely insane. Their ability to possess within that area of the field has just been so pristine. And even if it does get to that back line, the back line's solid. We've seen Danny Fernandez. He's the SAC Defensive Player of the Year. He just clears everything out. If he doesn't want it in his area, he's going to get rid of it. And he's got some great wingmen back there working with him on those defensive lines. So it's going to be a tough one for Wingate, but who knows? Obviously their hearts have got to be racing too. This is a championship match.
Yeah, this is big-time soccer out here on the pitch at Moretz Sports Complex. We're about a little under 2 minutes away from opening things up here in the SAC Tournament Final. And my last key point here, especially for Wingate, we saw in their last matchup here against LR, Soren, Nygaard, and Mikkel Fallenbrunn have to be there. They have to be there for this team. Offensively, in the midfield, they have to show up, or else Wingate is going to have a very difficult time staying with Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, the other advantage Lenoir-Rhyne has is obviously this game is being hosted at Moretz Sports Complex. There's a good little crowd here today, even with the COVID restrictions. So that's just another thing. They have home field advantage.
So we get the starting lineups there for both sides.
Number 10, Mikkel Frankenberg. Number 19, Floris Vanderbruggen. Number 21, Luis Solorzano. Number 22, Ricardo Cardoza. Number 25, Nick Bennett. Number 28, Soren Nygaard. And in goal for the Bulldogs, number 1, Jens Bergendorf. And the starting
Any
lineup
bold
for the
predictions you got for this one,
Lenoir-Rhyne
Jenna, or anything you want to see today that you haven't seen from both these sides in the first two matchups?
Number 3, David Dewey.
I don't think we're going to see an early goal this time around. I think this is going to just be an absolute grudge match all the way through. From Lenoir-Rhyne, I'd love to see Victor Cascon just continue to be that leader on the field and just be the one that controls the game. I gave him the nickname the King's Gambit because he plays this like a chess game. He always knows what moves he's going to make next. Wingate, I'd love to see them get more shots off, more opportunities. I want to see Juan make a big save. Jack's going to be mad at me for saying that later on, but I'd love to see Juan have to step up and make some big saves back there. I'd like to see some offense from Wingate.
Exactly, and I'm looking for more of the same here today, and I think that's what Wingate and Coach Gary Hamill are going to come in today, and that's their game plan, is to make this a very tight match, put numbers forward, and get really aggressive if they can throughout the midfield.
All right, Audie, let's go. It's game time. My heart's been racing all day. I don't know about you, but I mean, our women are playing a huge game right now at Queens. We have this game right here. This is big time. This is championship soccer.
This is huge. I mean, if you're a Lenoir-Rhyne fan, I mean, having both your men's and women's soccer teams playing for the championship here today, that's got to be a sense of pride. It's really just cool to see, and we're getting ready to roll here at Moretz Sports Complex. So once again, thanks for staying tuned here on Bear Sports Network. We're about to kick off here in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like the women's game is still all notched up at 0-0 down there in Charlotte. And then men's game, as Audie said, we're about to get underway here. But, I mean, you got to think, these teams, you have the fall. That's what you look forward to as a fall sport. You look forward to the fall. They didn't get that this year. They haven't competed for a championship like this in over a year. So this is huge. Their hearts are racing right now. They're looking forward to this. They want to win. They want this championship title.
Start seeing some of the crowd get loud here. They're excited. They're amped up. I mean, this is a high-stakes game. And winner takes all. Win or go home. So we are about to get underway.
Looks like Lenoir-Rhyne's going to be starting off the kickoff. Headed towards our baseball field direction if you've ever been to this complex.
And here we go. And we start off with a big through ball there from Delgado. Cascon being held a little bit, but LR will remain with possession. As Posa looking to make a move forward. And an LR throw in here on the attacking third.
We saw Delgado taking advantage of that long ball a lot the last time. Let's see if he continues to do that this game.
And Cascon gets upended, but it's going to be a clean tackle.
Super clean physical tackle right there. Love to see it. Love an aggressive game that's clean.
Tiefel looking to work here with Zui. Gets caught up. And you can see early on what kind of pressure is coming here from the Bulldogs.
Carlos doing a great job to maintain possession in the midfield there. And looks ahead. Delgado having to come in with a hard tackle there, and it looks like the ref is already going to be going to his pocket. Dang, Adi, this is what I did not want to see. This is what you called and said to look out for, and we're already seeing one of those.
And if you're Delgado, you just got to be careful. Keep your composure. Stay disciplined after this, so you know you have a yellow. Like I said, Delgado has been a really key piece. This all SAC, honorable mention here, the center back, and he does get a yellow.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. You have to come in and make a tackle there to stop the breakaway, but a little bit too hard of a tackle by Delgado, and now he's going to be in a tough spot for the rest of this game. We're not even a minute in. He's already got a yellow card.
That's huge. So now an opportunity here for the Bulldogs. The ball played forward. And finally, I believe a foul will be called, as I believe Bennett was trying to free up. Maybe got a little too handsy there as he was trying to free himself up. Going the other way for a free kick. Bears now looking to attack. And Jenna, what does that do to your mental standpoint there if you're Delgado, if you're thinking about making the hard challenge next?
It's just so tough because it's going to completely affect how you play the rest of this game. You're not going to be able to go in for a hard tackle like that again. So you have to play a little bit softer, which it's too early to already have the mentality of I have to make sure that I'm playing a little bit softer. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a weak point on this field, that right defensive side. So we see Benjamin Genizer looking to make some moves, and Noah Tiefel's going to take that ball over from somehow still put the ball in the box.
Yeah, it's a lot of fortuitous bounces there for the Bears. The Bulldogs are trying to create some pressure. I believe that's Soren Nygaard with the early pressure there for the Bulldogs.
Already, this looks like it's going to be a tougher matchup so far from what we've seen for Lenoir-Rhyne. So definitely going to be one of the best games we've seen all season.
And just picture perfect weather here today in Hickory, North Carolina for this match here on the pitch. Just beautiful clear skies, nice and sunny, cool breeze.
Slight breeze. Nothing that's going to affect play of the game too much.
So a throw in on the far sideline for the Bears. They're still looking to advance the ball here on the attacking third. Like I said, this Wingate back line is a very good defensive back line, and they really cut off angles. So if Lenoir-Rhyne can kind of get shots off here on Bergendorf, I think they'll be able to kind of capitalize on some mistakes.
Yeah, nothing dangerous from either side so far. So looking to see who's going to have the first true opportunity.
Still battling on the far sideline. Finally, Delgado comes up with it. Now Bennett's going to look to put pressure on Gardner.
Diego Delgado takes a big look up, and he is going to play that switch ball over to David Zui on the left sideline here. Zui with a good touch.
Pretty ball. Back post, and just a little too much for Tiefel.
That's a great switch by Delgado. Again, anytime you see a player lift their head like that, you know that a big switch is what they're looking for, and he found it with Zui there. Zui had a great touch. Unfortunately, just curled that ball in the back post, but a little bit too high from David Zui there.
Yeah, only a baby giraffe would have been able to get that one. A little too far there for Noah Tiefel. Cascone looking to get on this ball. Well, keepy ups here. Fernandez looking to control. Still going back and forth. No team with possession yet. Up ahead to Bennett. Zui had to put some pressure here on Sorengard. Still going back and forth, and finally LR comes up with it.
Even still, though, it looks like they're having some struggle to get it completely cleared out here. Cascon's going to be the one that's ultimately going to come away, and he's in a kind of man by himself.
He's got a breakaway here, and look at Jaime DeManuel trying to turn on the Jets, but a great clean tackle.
That's a great job by Victor Cascon to take that over and then dribble it the other way, but just he looks like he was 1v4 there with Wingate.
I believe that was Federico Adriani making the saving tackle there. Now DeManuel, no choice but to play back. We're going to reset, look to attack offensively.
Yeah, Gardner doing a great job of opening up his hips. He's going to play it back to Danny Fernandez in the middle. Fernandez is looking up. He wants something. Looks like, who's that? Jaime's going to check back to the ball.
And Fernandez will play up if he has to. You've seen that he's got quick feet on himself and able to kind of distribute the ball. Love to see that there from your center back. Still working up ahead to Tiefel. Takes a good touch. And I love the way that this Bulldogs midfield is working as a unit here. They're doing an excellent job of really shadowing Lenoir-Rhyne and Bennett. And Fernandez once again confidently winning that for the Bears.
That might be something that the Bears are going to need to watch out for. Cascon had a missed touch there, and the first thing that the Wingate Bulldogs did was they sent that ball straight up to Bennett. So definitely going to have to watch that long ball over the top in the counterattack.
Yeah, that's going to be something they're going to be looking for, I think, throughout this match. Is Bennett, a little bit of a taller player, might be able to win a lot of those balls in the air and hold possession. And
Not sure what he's calling there. Must have been some kind of foul somewhere.
yeah, I was going to say play needs to stop as they're trying to figure things out on the whistle. And that was one of those where it's kind of like the ref almost swallowed his whistle there. Maybe an inadvertent whistle, but they're going to bring it back and give Wingate a free kick.
Looks like the free kick is being awarded back by midfield line here. Looks like Andriani is over it to take it.
Yeah, that's one I think Wingate probably would have preferred having the advantage there and just letting it go.
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like even the players didn't realize that a whistle was called there.
So Adriani with an opportunity to play a service in, probably near the 18. Floats up a beauty. And Gardner just going to have to win it and send it out of bounds. Does it sharply.
Yeah, I was kind of watching how Lenoir-Rhyne was setting up on that free kick, and they looked a little bit, I don't know, jambled. They didn't really seem to know who had what mark.
Good touch there by Soren Nygaard. You fire a shot that will probably leave Coach Gary Hamill scratching his head. That one goes wide left.
That was almost one of those shots that somehow goes out for like a throw-in almost. Just did not get the right piece of that he wanted to whatsoever.
And I think he hit that with his outside foot of his left foot and then just curled the wrong direction.
Great touch by Carlos to send it to Victor Cascon there in the middle, but David Zui with a little 50-50 ball that's going to go to no one.
Cascon looking to settle. He immediately gets doubled and a ball outside. And I think Cascon wanted Demanuel to possibly run on that because I don't think G. Nizer was even in the frame.
Yeah, I don't know if he looked up or not. He may have just assumed that one of his men was going to be out wide, but wasn't able to connect there. See how Wingate gets it out of their own defensive third here.
Some miscommunication there on the far sideline. See two players collide. But it'll be a Lenoir-Rhyne throw-in as they're looking to attack here on the attacking third. We just approached the 9th minute. Still a 0-0 match here in the SAC tournament final.
So where Lenoir-Rhyne's got to try and contain this ball here and create something. We haven't had any true chances created by Lenoir-Rhyne yet. Nothing truly dangerous. I think the most dangerous thing was that Zui ball that he tried to swing back post but unable to connect with anyone.
A ball played in there by G. Nizer. Dangerous. Cascon was in the fray. Now Carles.
Oh.
And Jens Bergendorf comes up with a must-needed save there for the Bulldogs.
That's a great strike there from Carlos, able to keep it down and on frame, get over that ball, laces, but on frame just not a little strong enough. Keeper easily able to get to it.
And I think Gardner was waiting for Juan to possibly come out and get it, but it was outside the box. Good pressure there from Carles and the Bears. Now Wingate looking to kind of slow things down and keep possession. Ball played across and just going to be no one there in the area.
It was a Great idea to play the ball across, but just way too powerful in that kick. Sent it far, far backside there.
Cascon getting pushed in the back there by Owen Marshall. And Owen Marshall giving him a word. Probably felt that he fell too easily. Like you said, this is going to be back and forth throughout this whole match. We're going to be seeing a lot of extracurriculars and jawing and chirping out there on the pitch, but wouldn't expect less from a rival. As Basabi puts one out wide, and that's going to be a great ball there for
G. Nizer. Yeah, he could have gotten to it, I think, if he wanted to, but smartly he's going to let it go out. He knew it was his throw-in, and he's going to find Diego Delgado, who's got plenty of time but takes a missed touch. And it looks like he's going to have to swing it back through the back instead.
Good placement there by Juan, and now Gardner has a space. Zui making the run, and Tiefel is there in the area also, and I think they just won a corner.
Oh, it looks like there's going to be an offsides call, so I guess Tiefel or Zui, I'm not sure who, but one of them was offsides, and instead of a corner, we're going to see a free kick for Wingate.
So Tiefel's all right, kind of pulled up a little lane there. She was making that run. Probably just needs to stretch things out now. So Bergendorf will take the free kick here for the Wingate Bulldogs.
Should be. Oliver Gardner's going to get up to win that ball first, but now it's going to do that thing where it awkwardly bounces around. Let's see who comes up with possession. Looks like it's going to be Jaime who's going to find the feet of Carlos.
Oh, it should be a handball.
I think it is.
That was a good look there by Carlos, just trying to find Cascon.
Yeah, Cascon was making a great run there and had some space between him and the goal line and the keeper and whatever else was going to be in the way. But maybe that's a fortunate handball right there for Wingate to slow down play.
So Jaime Poza to take the free kick, play a service here, leading the conference, the SAC conference in assists with 6 on the season. Lays one across near the 18. Delgado is there, and I think he's just going to allow Wingate to kind of nudge that one out of bounds.
Looks like somehow Wingate's going to come away. Looks like they're going to say that it went off Delgado last. Great job by Carlos to win that header. Finds Jaime Poza, and now Jaime DeManuel's trying to work something of his own. Delgado's going to send a authoritative header back in, but a little bit too much on that. It's going to find the feet of Bergendorf.
And he'll probably just kind of hold it until someone comes his way before he can play it out.
This is how I think in this game would play out. I did not think that we were going to see an early goal today. Both these teams just seemed too aware that they didn't want to let anything in early. It's going to be a grudge match.
I think so too. I think it's going to be a stalemate. Probably towards the middle of the match we see some kind of breakthrough for either side. Ooh, that was a dangerous ball by Delgado. Bennett, the outstretched leg, just missing it.
And it looks like Queens has a 1-0 advantage in Charlotte over the Women Bears.
We said 2 championships here today, here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Both their men's and women's soccer teams here in the finals. I believe for the first time in school history. Good ball through to Manuel. Trying to put some pressure on Adriani. And this is where you need to see that the patented press here from LR, and just a little overzealous. There's Noah Tiefel. Once they put that press on, it makes it really hard there for that back line of the Bulldogs to kind of sit there and swing passes back and forth. Now DeManuel looking to win it back. Bennett falling, and they're going to give a free kick. And Delgado's just got to be careful. Can't really jaw back at the referee.
And that's dangerous. Dangerous area right there. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit more forward than that, but still just good angle on the goal. Should be able to play a floater in back post. Instead, it looks like he's going to go near post, and Juan Basabe able to easily collect. I feel like Wingate did not play that ball the best way that they could have.
Yeah, Soren Nygaard was trying to make a near post run, and Sabi just able to come off his line and cleanly win that one. Zui looking to work. Carles controlling the midfield. Nice ball outside to Cascal.
Oof. That would have been nice if he could have slipped that one through, but going to win the throw-in. David Zui is going to be the one that takes it. I think we'll get to see a check-in from Jaime here. Instead, he's going to find D'Emanuel at the top of the box.
Still working around. Poza trying to free up some space. Needs some help. Nice ball inside. D'Emanuel's there. Flick back on.
Can he get the shot? Oh.
Ooh, G. Nizer just not able to handle the touch. Now Delgado from distance.
And now Wingate's going to be going thought they were going to be going the other way. Lenoir-Rhyne throw in, but I would have loved to have seen G. Nizer just one time that with his laces instead of trying to take a touch to bring that ball down.
Yeah, just got to time it, kind of go with the flow of the bounce. Still an LR throw in there on the far sideline. Carles turning.
Great job to shield that ball. Able to find Zui. Cascon looks like he was looking back for Zui there, but Poza able to come up with the ball. See if Cascon can get a touch on this and somehow take it in line.
Good job there.
Oh,
standing him up was...
Interesting call. I thought that was definitely going to be a Lenoir-Rhyne throw-in and off of Wingate, as Wingate was the one to put a tackle in, and looks like they were the last one to touch that ball, but the referee says no. It looks like it's going to be a Wingate throw-in.
That was Silla Rosano there for the Bulldogs, standing Cascon up.
And Lenoir-Rhyne now able to get a free kick again. This one's going to be about 45 yards or out, so 45 or so yards out. Looks like Jaime Poza is going to be the one that stands over to take it. And Danny Fernandez, as usual, is up and in the box, going to be trying to create some kind of run of his own.
And I want something, if they can get something in between the 6 and the penalty marker, going probably far post here, I would love to see a Fernandez or Gardner run at a possible header. And looks like they're going for that area. Back on frame is Fernandez, and just edging out of bounds for a goal kick.
Would have loved to see Fernandez somehow send that one back in front of goal. Not sure if he was trying to go for goal himself there, but good ball in, and Lenoir-Rhyne's knocking on the door here.
Yeah, that's a tough one, as Fernandez kind of fading back, not really to keep your balance there and kind of flick it on frame. So far, it's been, I'd say 50-50 in this one so far in terms of possession and, I guess, opportunities.
Yeah, there's definitely no one team that's leading the match here. It's definitely very, very 50-50. And, I mean, this is, like I said before, it's the grudge match that we saw coming. It's championship soccer, though. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Exactly. This is what you dream of if you're a Division II soccer fan. This is it. Some of the best here on the pitch. High boot there, ball in the air. Gardner looking to settle. Flicked on. Poza maybe making a run, but just a little too overzealous.
Ooh, that ball is going to slip in, but thank goodness Danny Fernandez is there just to clear it out of the way.
Yeah, smart decision on his part. As you saw a run being made there by Bennett.
Now Wingate's going to swing the ball around.
Yeah, they're just going to continue to work down the back line until LR kind of puts more pressure, and then we'll try to move into the midfield.
And here comes that pressure that you were talking about.
See Tiefel working with Adriani. Like we said, we can ill afford another yellow.
Bergendorf with all sorts of time. And he's finally going to look to play that big ball over that left-hand sideline. Well won by G Nizer there, but it is going to be a Wingate throw-in as we see the first sub of the match. It's like number 21, Solar Azano, is going to be coming off and replaced by number 9, Cooper.
Maybe to give a little different perspective there on the outside wing roll. Cooper coming in. Still working the ball around. Adriani now. Far sideline. Like I said, the Bulldogs just going to look to pick their spots here and don't have to necessarily move to the pace of LR, but this is where that press here from LR, they're going to try to dictate the pace of the match.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Vanderbruggen, Schooley, and Adriani playing it a good bit back there between themselves tonight.
Ball's up, and that's right at Vasabi. It's Emmanuel. Looking for options.
Let's see if...
Should be a card, you would think.
One would think. It looks like it was definitely... Not that it was a late tackle, but it was just...
It was blatant.
Not going for the ball at all there. And it is going to be a yellow card presented to number 3, Nicholas Witter. And as I thought it should be, I think.
Yes. The tour picks up that yellow there for Wingate Bulldogs, and that is 1 apiece for yellow cards, now moving the total up to 22.
Delgado looking for a big switch, but just easily get that out of my house, says Vanderbruggen.
Yeah, just red textbook, just step into the space.
Let's go back! Let's go back! Let's go back! Let's go back!
See a good flick on there by Junizer. Trying to work it around, still on the far sideline.
Yeah, just bobbling out a bit, but looks like Wingate is going to be the team that ultimately comes out of possession with this, as we see number 9.
It's Cooper.
He's looking to carry. And he did for a second there, but Lenoir-Rhyne able to dispossess, but now Wingate is already beginning to rebuild again.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of, once they lose the ball, trying to get it back. So ball looking to be played through the Soren Nygaard. Good read there by Zui. Something building here for LR. And very surprised at that call there.
Hopefully this is just firing Cascon up, because that's the second throw-in that looks to be blatantly off of Wingate, but has been awarded to Wingate. So hopefully Cascon will get fired up out of that and get some adrenaline going of his own. Oh, as we see a big shove in the back there.
So that's Nygaard just getting an elbow there, and Cascon's back, not able to jump up for that free ball. It's ball played forward by Gardner. Posa looking to settle. Good touch there by Fernandez. Oof.
Oh, it's a good look for Cascon. It seems like Lenoir-Rhyne has had a bit more trouble building within the midfield like we normally see. That's where they dominate, is they're able to create these small passes, but we have not seen that today out of the Bears.
Yeah, just been a little helter-skelter here in the early onset of this match, trying to figure things out. Like I said, this is the third time they've played each other this year, so they know each other very well, rivals. Just feeling out today's match.
So we see Gene Iser taking this throw far down the right sideline there, looking for Tiefel. Tiefel's going to flick it on, but
yeah, he got away. He didn't get away with it.
no, he did not get away with that. Looks like Wingate's going to be awarded another free kick.
Just an egregious push there by Tiefel. right in front of the referee.
And this is still a dangerous ball. This is one that I would be floating over the top right around the 6 all day.
Yeah, and look at Bennett. He's timing his run, trying to stay onside. And look how many Bulldogs are there. Bennett's going to be offsides if he gets that ball.
Yeah, it looks like Lenoir-Rhyne did a good job of holding their line and stepping at the right second.
Ball played back up across. And Fernandez, smart, just clear it. Don't even have to worry about it.
And then smart by Andriani to just head the ball back to his keeper. Giving Bergendorf the option of picking up, but he's not. He's going to play it back to Andriani, who's now going to be building it out of this back for Wingate again.
So we're under 20 minutes remaining here in this first half. You're just tuning in. You've been watching the SAC tournament final here in Hickory, North Carolina, as Lenoir-Rhyne is tied at 0-0 here with the Wingate Bulldogs. It's win or go home here for both of these sides, and so far it's just been a stalemate. We've been waiting for one team to kind of pull forward. And what a run there on the far side, laid across. And sometimes that's one of the worst feelings, is to do all that work and then it come out to nothing.
Yeah, just Lenoir-Rhyne positioned in the right area and able to just boot it out when it came to that final pass from Wingate. But yeah, a lot of great work there on the left-hand sideline from Wingate.
I believe that was Nicholas Vuittour just carving up that far sideline. So we have a sub here, and I believe it's Andres Ruiz. We'll check in for Jaime DeManuel.
And Andres Ruiz is just another offensive threat for Lenoir-Rhyne. Recently had a hat trick in a game, so just maybe he's going to be looking to get shots off. Maybe Jack Winter said, all right, like, we haven't had a real scoring opportunity. Now I think the biggest chance has been that ball we saw from Carlos, so let's get something going.
Yeah, that's the key here. That's what I was talking about earlier. If they can catch Bergendorf, just kind of get a little frustrated at his line, for not, shielding him and giving him a lot of looks here on goal, then maybe Lenoir-Rhyne can kind of catch him off guard. But it hasn't been the case here so far. It's both keepers have kind of been cool, sitting on their lines, kind of chilling back there.
So we just saw Owen Marshall come off and get replaced there by Mazukawa. So again, Wingate finding some fresh legs of their own as Noah Tiefel looks to win a ball in there, but just broken up by Wingate.
Once again, another smart look there from Poza. And he's got just a different feel for the game and the way his pass is just kind of, picking out spots and able to fit it in tight windows where you don't think normal players will be able to. You see Nygaard.
Yeah, I don't like that ball there from Delgado into Carlos. It's just Carlos is too square, and he's got two players on his back just like that.
And Ruiz getting tripped up there on the far sideline. And like we've talked about all year, Jenna, it's probably, I feel like most soccer players would do well in a very basic intro theater class or improv.
Yeah, I think that's part of the men's game, is just earning these free kicks, earning yellow cards for the other team.
It's a lot of whistle gets blown, hands up, just kind of looking to see why it was called on you when you were, acting up blatantly in front of the ref.
Grab your ankle, roll around a bit, all the basics.
But wouldn't have it any other way, as we're getting ready for some more great soccer here in this match.
I believe that was 22 Ricardo Cardoza that just came off and was replaced by number 7 Montiero. So Wingate again just taking advantage of some substitutions late into the second half, just under 17 minutes to play.
And Carles getting up between two taller Wingate players and able to win that header there for LR. Poza trying to put some pressure.
Fernandez trying to bring it down from his chest and then boot it up, but just took a heavy touch. But Fernandez working hard, able to come back out with that and plays it down the left sideline to Zui, who's looking for Noah Tiefel up front. But I'm not sure that Noah Tiefel was offsides, but they're going to say Noah Tiefel was offside, so we're going to see a free kick from Bergendorf.
Yeah, just looked like he timed his run there. I think that's one of my favorite things to see, is the jostling there between center backs and a forward in the back line, and see the way they kind of inch up and down, kind of like inchworms just moving. And it's going to be a match. It's going to be physical there in that back on those runs throughout this whole match.
You know, Wingate clearly did their homework. We saw a lot of goals for this Lenoir-Rhyne team. I believe it was in their first playoff game where they were just sending balls over the top through to Victor Cascon and Noah Tiefel. So Wingate's shutting that down tonight.
Carles up ahead. Pedro Ruiz. He gets upended by Adriani, but Adriana soundly
Good clean tackle there.
wins
All
the
ball.
challenge. So we approach 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. Score is still 0-0.
See, Benjamin G-Nizer is going to find Andre Ruiz there, and now G-Nizer just doing some work over there in the right-hand sideline.
Some pressure. And this is where you have the feeling that maybe another card will be coming out.
Good step from Andre Ruiz to find David Zui, who's got time to see if something's on. He looks like he's going to bend
That's
that
a
ball
beautiful
back
ball.
post.
Posa
Oh,
just wide of the net. That was a beautiful ball there from Zui.
yeah, and that all started with Andres Ruiz picking a ball off and finding Zui with plenty of room on this left-hand sideline. Beautiful curving ball back post from David Zui. Just unable to get that final touch on frame there, but that was a great opportunity for the Bears. And that came from just a quick dispossession and then quick counterattack.
Yeah, and you just gotta love sometimes having that, that lefty outside back, just able to curl a ball like that. Picture perfect. Posa, all he had to do was kind of redirect it and just miss that one, just barely.
Unfortunately, just sent that a little bit too far left there.
So the Bulldogs now battling here on the far sideline.
There's Cascon able to find Carles in the middle. Carles is going to find Andre Ruiz, Andre Ruiz, unfortunately, that's just him trusting his player to be out there, but he should have looked up there. Zui was a bit further back, having to cover a man. It's a good idea for a switch, but you got to look up. You got to make sure your man's there.
Yeah, and that's just like a chemistry thing as well. He knows that Zui is usually there, so it's smart to kind of play that out wide, but you got, like you said, you got to look up and see where he is. I think Zui was back playing defense.
Yeah, Zui's got to keep an eye on Cooper tonight, so that's what he was doing. And I think Andre Ruiz was coming off the high of the last play where that exact pass did work. Wanted it again, but it wasn't on.
Now Delgado having to guard Bennett. He's got to be careful. And Bennett pulling down Delgado, but good pressure by Fernandez to force a goal kick.
So far, this has just been a phenomenal game. Chances created for either side. I think Lenoir-Rhyne's had a few more opportunities than Wingate, but nothing that's putting one team in a landslide over another team right now.
Basabi picking out his spot. Posa just mistiming it. Ball played out wide. Delgado wins it. It gets upended. And that will be going in the favor of the Bulldogs. Far end for a throw-in. And another throw-in will be awarded. This time to LR. So, Jen, as we approach almost 11 and a half minutes remaining here in this first half, what do you think has been the difference maker, if there has been one, and what do you think gets going here for both sides?
I think both sides are playing super aggressively. Both sides are playing super determined. Difference maker right now has been just a few counterattacks and the ability to switch the ball that we've seen from Lenoir-Rhyne. That's created some opportunities, but other than that, it's nothing crazy. Not a lot of offensive threats for either side. Just a lot of back and forth soccer.
Good work, Ruiz. Got to look up here. You've got Carles if you want it.
Well, it's a dangerous ball from Zui, and he's going to regret that one later on. But
Fernandez.
Great tackle. Danny Fernandez just coming through clutch and able to earn a foul of his own. But, wow, dangerous ball right there. A square ball from Zui. But Danny Fernandez, just showing why he's the SAC Defensive Player of the Year, comes in and just takes it away immediately and then earns the foul. Zui's he's gonna have to give, Fernandez a tap on the back there later, because that was just great job from the defender right there.
Great hustle there by Fernandez. I'm kind of chuckling there as you saw Fernandez win the call and still went down just to make sure he got it. But you love to see the kind of hustle there by Fernandez. As the Bears looking to attack.
Playing it back out left here to Gardner.
Able to make Nygaard slip a little bit.
Diego Delgado going to collect on the far right sideline. He's going to look for a through ball through to Tiefel. Tiefel's going to get a shot off.
That was a curler there by Tiefel. Ruiz trying to settle.
Still hobbling around at the top of the box as the ball looks like Wingate's finally going to come away with it, but Andre Ruiz is able to collect it again, 30 yards out, plays it out to David Zui in the left-hand sideline. Back out to Gardner. Gardner looks up, and he's going to build back through Danny Fernandez, but yeah, that was another great opportunity for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Is Gardner working? Needs some help. You see the amount of blue jerseys here. Gardner's got to be careful. Got to make sure those passes are a little bit wider than usual. And good touch there by G. Nizer, and an even better ball by Fernandez.
I think we see Jack Winter over there on the sideline telling his boys to keep this speed of play up. He likes this. It seems like this is getting Wingate off their hinges a bit when they're playing this quickly and connecting passes the way that they are.
Yeah, this is going to be in favor of LR if they're able to play in this kind of up-tempo pace. Wingate maybe likes to slow it down just a little bit more than LR does. And I
guess it's a free kick out there. So it looks like Lenoir-Rhyne's going to be awarded a free kick over on the right sideline, about 10 yards up from midfield.
And Delgado could play a really excellent ball here if he wants to. As he sees Fernandez looking to make a run. Flicked on. Adriani has to clear it.
Good pressure from Cascon to not make it easy for Wingate to send this ball out.
And now Wingate looking to counterattack. Good pressure here from LR.
Wingate's going to send a ball booming down. Zui's got to get to this, and he does. Carlos able to control and take the ball down, and he's going to look for Zui out wide.
Just playing it through Tiefel. Gets bumped in the back, but he's dispossessed. Looked like a clean challenge. Now Cooper.
Saw the AR just saying play on.
And Carles with an opportunity.
Good layoff there from Poza to find G. Nizer from Cascon over in the right-hand sideline. Looking for Tiefel, but Tiefel unable to break away and win that ball. Wingate's going to be sending it the other way.
So under 8 minutes. Still just working the ball around, trying to find the right spots to attack. As you see, Soren Nygaard coming a little bit back, usually more up top. An attacking mid-roll for the Bulldogs, but playing some defense as well. G. Nizer, a big through ball up ahead. Maybe Poza will be on the other end of this.
At least be able to give it a little threat over there, and he did. So Wingate had no choice but to just get a boot on it, and it's going to be a Lenoir-Rhyne throw over by the Wingate bench.
G. Nizer still working. Wins the throw in and still looking to attack is LR. Good pressure there by Adriani.
Yeah, as we saw 2 men on Cascon as he tried to collect that ball. I mean, I guess if I was going against the SAC Offensive Player of the Year, I'd probably put an extra man on him too.
Yeah, just kind of trying to tighten up. Like I said earlier, that's got to be one of their goals is to shut off the midfield of LR. You got to shut off 24 and 10. Poza out wide. A turnover there for LR. Now Wingate looking to push. Counterattack on. Up ahead to Cooper. That's a dangerous. And look at Gardner just shaking off Cooper.
Bennett able to possess this ball, and quick little pull turn there. He's going to play it back out. I think Wingate's going to go through their back once again.
Yeah, they've got to. This just has not been working there for the long ball. They've got to play from the back and work their way through the middle. Soren Nygaard possibly looking for the big switch here. Gets it across. Good pressure there by Cascon, really forcing them just to play it back. Mikhail Fallenbrunn. They're looking for a handball, and I believe they got it.
Looks like they're going to get it. And a quick update on that other SAC Championship soccer game that's currently taking place at Queens in Charlotte. It looks like Lenoir-Rhyne has tied it up, and the score is 1-1.
Looks like off a Rhea Acton PK ties it up 1-1. Acton now leading the conference in goals. I mean, as an outside back, that's just incredible.
And they have about 8 minutes left to play down in Charlotte.
So we are under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Still 0-0 is your match. Good marking and shielding there by G. Nizer, but gives up a throw-in.
Well won by Andre Ruiz. They look for Noah Tiefel over the top. Oh, who is that over there? Jaime?
It looked like Poza got...
Ooh, wow. Somehow Jaime Poza is not going to be awarded that free kick.
Yeah,
Looks like he was the one that went down, but the referee's got the best vantage point, and Wingate's going to be getting a free kick, and they're once again building through their back, going the other way.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I felt like the only way for Jaime was to go down, and he went down after he got clipped, but... Those are kind of things you just got to play on and move on to the next play, and Poza does a great job of keeping that mentality. You see Mikhail Fallenbrunn looking to turn. Looking to play a ball back in. It's whipping. That's dangerous. Fernandez has to win it.
Yeah, Fernandez's forehead has been clutch for these Lenoir-Rhyne Bears.
Yeah, he's left his mark on the game literally and figuratively here for the Bears. Ball played back into the middle, jostling. A lot of contact, no call, but Wingate will get advantage. Up ahead to Soren Nygaard. Lays one back across, and he'll hit the top netting for a goal kick.
We're going to see another Wingate substitution. It looks like Bennett's going to be coming out.
Looks like Shibanda for the Bulldogs checking in.
Let's see what he can do with 3 minutes. Just working hard as you can, fresh legs.
Wasabi plays a beautiful ball past midfield. Zui up ahead. Cascol being held. He's got to play it back. They have the switch. It's on if they want it. Look at Soren Nygaard just sprinting down the lines, trying to put pressure on the back line of LR. Tiefel, good shielding. Moving the ball forward.
Oh. Fernandez has plenty of time, though. Look up, see what he wants to play. Looking for Cascon on the top of the box. Ooh, Cascon tries to play a quick ball there to Jaime Poza. It looks like it's going to be offsides as Wingate attempted a counterattack of their own. Oliver Gardner is going to quickly find the feet of Carles.
So we're under 2 minutes here. Both sides just trying to get an edge or maybe perhaps just take some momentum here into the half. So it's still a 0-0 game.
Lenoir-Rhyne's looking to build something there in that offensive third like they're usually able to do, but Wingate adding in a lot of pressure that they don't normally see and able to break up a lot of these small passes that they're trying to create.
And Adjiani, he's been busting his butt all day today here on that back line. He's won another challenge there for the Bulldogs.
So we see Cascon just attempting another one of those small passes that normally work to Noah Tiefel, but Wingate quickly winning it, and now Wingate going the other way. Gardner coming up with a big header to stop that ball from going to number 15 up there up top for Wingate.
I believe that's Shibanda just looking to add a different perspective there as a forward.
Oh, Carlos unable to get the touch, and there we see Shibanda with those fresh legs coming in.
Gardner from his knees there on the pitch, able to win that challenge.
Yeah, took advantage of that big touch by Shibanda. G. Nizer finds Jaime Poza in the middle. Poza turns.
Switches on to
Zui. You saw it, Audie. And they are able to find David Zui. David Zui's going to look to
That's
play
a
it back
good
post.
ball.
Tiefel's there.
And this is huge. Lenoir-Rhyne, kind of a last-minute corner. So we're at 20 seconds.
Yeah, great little clearance, even if it does go out for a corner kick. Great clearance by Adriana there, but Lenoir-Rhyne with 10 seconds left to play in this match. Corner kick.
Poza lays it off, looking to beat the buzzer. A header.
Oh.
And just to the left of the frame is Fernandez. Wow. That would have been huge there for the Bears. As that's the half, folks. 0-0 is your score here in the SAC tournament final.
That would have been huge, Audie. And even with the ball not going in, as much as that stinks for Lenoir-Rhyne, that does give them something to head into with halftime and gives them a little bit of momentum coming into this second half. I mean, they got that close this time. Now they're just going to say, all right, come on, boys. We can get that close. Let's go ahead and get a little bit closer and get a goal this second half.
And this is exactly what you expected and what you wanted from this one. It's a 0-0 match here into halftime. We'll be back here with second half action shortly on the Bear Sports Network.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
It's Nick
and Greer with Paramount Automotive in Hickory.
We're located right on Highway 70 in Hickory with 6 new car franchises.
And a great selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Come see us for a fast, fun car buying experience.
Paramount Automotive Hickory, ParamountAuto.com.
Cordell Harris Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated business serving the Hickory area since 1981, where we strive to take care of you and your den like family. As an independent insurance agency, we offer a vast spectrum of coverage for your commercial and personal insurance needs with our extensive network of providers. Cordell Harris Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. Protect your den with Cordell Harris. Go Bears!
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teams, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Broken windshield, take one.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the
Welcome back here to Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. You've been watching the SAC tournament final. Your score is 0-0 here between the visiting Wingate Bulldogs and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears.
Yeah, two close matchups, as we're also obviously paying attention to the women's match at Queens, and that game is also knotted up 1-1. So just two great soccer games today for these SAC Championship finals.
I mean, nothing less than what you expected. Expectations have been met here so far. And like you said, Jenna, we were just talking about in the break, you feel like something is brewing here for the Bears, especially the way they ended that first half.
Yeah, in case you missed that, we saw just a very, very close ball there, just wide left of the goal for the Bears as they ended out that first half. So I just feel like the momentum for them right now is right where they want it to be. And I don't know, I think that we could see a goal here quickly from Lenoir-Rhyne.
And then if you're the Bulldogs, this is exactly the kind of game you've been wanting to play. Kind of a slower paced environment. It's going to slow down the tempo of play as well as get numbers forward. And they've been able to do that, but they haven't been able to kind of get great looks off on goal.
Yeah, our back line has just been so strong all year for the Bears, and they're just having another day where they're making it difficult for another team.
So as we're beginning things here in the second half, let's see who wants it more. Let's see who wants to be the SAC tournament champions.
So we see Wingate looking to play big and going to be way too big, as Basabe is going to collect and just have time to see the whole field. He's going to find Oliver Gardner over there on the left-hand sideline, and Gardner's going to look up.
As you see the ball being worked around, Gardner played back to Basabe. He's going to have to get rid of it. As you see the ball looking to be played in. Wingate doing a good job of holding possession. Ball played forward. Delgado's going to have to step forward. There's Cooper. Now into Fallenbrunn. Good cheeky passes back and forth. Bears are going to have to put pressure. Bulldogs looking to make something happen. Bennett in the fray. Bennett's still there. Back to Vitor. Poza able to break free with it, and now gets dispossessed. Now laser put up, and that one just barely skimming over the crossbar.
And that's what we usually see Lenoir-Rhyne build, is just these quick tight passes at the top of the box in the attacking third, and then Wingate doing it there on their own. Wow, great opportunity for Wingate, great build up. Thankfully that ball just sailed over the top of the bar there.
Yeah, that was a missile put on frame. That could have been really dangerous, as Juan had to go full extension to possibly even get a finger on it, but couldn't get there. Still bouncing back and forth, looking for someone to keep possession and settle.
David Zui just tries to send it up there, but Wingate's just winning a lot of these first-time balls right now, and Lenoir-Rhyne looks like they're on their heels rather than on their toes.
See, that's Edgiani working the ball around. And just getting confirmation there that the Lenoir-Rhyne women's soccer team just beat Queens there in the SAC Tournament Championship, 2-1 in overtime.
Golden goal. Not sure who it was from, but congratulations to the Women Bears, who have been named the 2021 SAC Tournament Champions.
Yeah, that's huge there for Lenoir-Rhyne as they pick up one championship here today, as we'll wait on to see confirmation on who scored the game-winning goal there for the Bears. So I'm sure they're amped up there in Charlotte, and now the men's team trying to do the same here. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, still a 0-0 match between the Wingate Bulldogs and the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears here in the SAC Tournament Final.
And I would have to say that I predicted incorrectly, as it looked like the Bears came out a bit slow and Wingate came out firing on their own. Had a shot that sailed over the goal, but Wingate looks to be the team that's going to be attacking right now. Wingate is just pounded, and Lenoir-Rhyne's got to wake up and send the ball back the other way.
Yeah, Wingate's looking a little crisp here. They're looking just nonchalant in their play with a bigger sense of urgency. And I think they felt that the momentum was shifting from them at the end of that first half. Some good combination of passes. To Manuel having to step in the fray. Bennett, that's a dangerous ball. Basabi having to come off his mark to win it. You see Vitor playing it to Adriani. Soren Nygaard maybe looking to make a run. Still working across his back line is the Bulldogs. Like I said, they're just looking to pick their spots here. This is their kind of game. Their kind of soccer, just a slow, methodical approach. And Delgado, you've got to be careful. You already got a yellow here in this match. That could have been really huge if the referee had pulled out another yellow.
Yeah, thankfully that wasn't too hard of a tackle. It's just your normal tackle, but it's going to be in a dangerous spot here for Wingate. Great ball through, great look. Wingate tries to take a touch and then take the turn. Delgado had to make a tackle there. And this is just, I mean, what would you say? Probably 20, 25 yards out we're looking at.
Yeah, 20, 25 yards, probably.
One of those angles where you could either take a shot if you wanted to, or you could kind of play it in back post. So Lenoir-Rhyne's got to defend this well, got to make sure they're marking man-to-man.
Fallenbrunn on the ball. He's striking it right at Basabi and just calmly able to secure that ball.
Like I said, that's one of those spaces where you can take a shot if you want to, and he did, but thankfully just right into the strong hands of Basabi there.
Now Gardner looking to push. He has space. Trying for the big switch there for G. Nizer. Not able to get it. You see crowd starting to get into this game, trying to urge on their Lenoir-Rhyne Bears as it's a home match here in Moret Sports Complex. Good combination passes, but Tiefel just not able to handle that touch. And I believe Bennett will be offsides, but Basabi will be there to secure the ball safely.
Almost looked like I was going to take a big bounce, but Basabi able to bring it in. He's going to find Oliver Gardner over there on the left-hand side. Gardner's going to connect with Cascon. Cascon turns and looks to Carlos, who lays it back out to David Zui on the left-hand side. Zui looks like he wanted to go big for a second there, but Tiefel and he had a miscommunication as Tiefel pushed forward. And now Wingate's going to look to build a counterattack of their own.
Good work. Cascon just not able to handle that pass from Carles. Like we said, just waiting, that first big moment here for LR. That could be huge, because that's what the home fans are waiting for. And then as well as Wingate, like I said, no team has really just taken the edge over here so far. It's just been 50-50.
Good ball there by
Beautiful
Fernandez
ball.
Into
Tiefel make a run.
Oh.
And Adriani has been top-notch as a center back here today.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tackle, just all ball, but Wingate not able to clear it too far as we see Carles collect it in the midfield, play it back to Cascon. Cascon wanted to find G. Nizer there, but wasn't quite sure if he was onside. Instead, Cascon chooses to switch outside to David Zui on the other left-hand side.
Yeah, that was just an excellent ball and well-timed run by Tiefel, and Poza just picking out his spot once again. Good touch by G. Nizer. Looking to move upfield, and he'll win the throw.
Yeah, great ball there by Carles. Beautifully brought down by G. Nizer. Immediately manned up by two Wingate players, but able to play it off of one for this throw-in. He's going to find Jaime in the middle. Plays it back to Delgado, and Delgado's going to need to play it back to Juan Basabe there.
So they're just going to work from the back now as they look to switch up play. But look at the press here from the Bulldogs. Soren Nygaard putting some pressure on the back line. And now Delgado thought about that big switch that he loves.
Wingate's playing pretty tight, though. Like, David Zui does not have much room like he normally may in another game over in that far left sideline. So Delgado's got to be picky about when he's choosing to play that big ball over the top.
Now he's got G. Nizer here with a lot of space. if he wants it. Now tries the big switch. And, yeah, just unlucky there for him.
It's a tough ball. Wingate's playing it in. They're not going to let that big switch be easy for Delgado tonight.
Would have loved to see him continue to work near sideline. Looked like he had some space here for G. Nizer over the top.
David Zui looks to play it on to Cascon, and Cascon's going to flick it on to Noah Tiefel.
Tiefel trying to battle with Adriani, and Bergendorf just coming off his line to secure it.
Andriani's been playing great back there for Wingate in that center back position.
Yeah, he's been an absolute hawk out there on the pitch. Therefore, the Bulldogs just able to kind of see where he wants to challenge and what balls he can win.
If Noah Tiefel wants a goal where he's got to carry it up top tonight, Andriani's going to make him earn it.
Yeah, he's going to have to go through number 8. They're the Bulldogs. Now they're getting a chain of passes together as Cascone goes down.
Looks like the ref's asked to stop the clock, which could mean that a card's coming, or he might just be doing it because Cascon's gone down and is slow to get up.
Thought he pulled something there from his pocket. Still awaiting to see what he actually... He just might be checking there on Cascone, make sure he's all right. Good sign of sportsmanship from the referee. Ball looking to be played forward. And getting pulled down there is Poza, but I guess you're going to say Poza took the Bulldog player down, and he'll be going in the favor of the Bulldogs.
Bergendorf scans the field, and he's going to play a 50-50 ball over there on that right sideline. Wingate won the initial ball, but Cascon able to bring it down. Bergendorf has to come way out of his box to play another big 50-50 ball up top.
Yeah, would have loved to see Emmanuel continue that run, kind of stopped halfway. And I mean, he could have put some pressure there on Bergendorf, as he's always looking for those big clearances. As Poza wins a foul. Lenoir-Rhyne free kick.
Delgado finds Hyman DeManuel. He's playing it in the center, back out to Oliver Gardner on the left-hand side. Gardner's going to take a big touch forward, and he's looking for Noah Tiefel over the top, but that's just a tough ball to play. Not a lot of space in between Tiefel and the keeper. You really have to play a ball just right in order for Tiefel to be able to even have a chance to run onto that.
Like you said, just continue to work the ball around. Going to play their tempo of a match here on the Wingate Bulldogs. Good pressure there by Gardner. Now Wingate looking to fire off a shot. Poza settling.
Oh, good touch there by Poza.
Oh, that's a pretty ball. Cascone will be able to get onto it.
And Tiefel needs to get up into the box here. Cascon not able to get the ball around the Wingate player and play something in on his own, but it looks like it's going to be a throw-in within the attacking third of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. See if Cascon can get something off this time. He's going to play it back to David Zui. Zui's going to play it in across the box.
Still bouncing around. And DeManuel's going to have to backtrack as Cooper looking to make a run. Sends it up ahead for Bennett. Delgado going to have to win it, and does so without giving up the throw-in.
Well done by Delgado to keep it in and find the feet of Danny Fernandez. Be a Wingate throw-in over here on this left-hand sideline.
Into Vitor, plays it back there for Adriani. Now they're going to rework things and play it back to their captain, Bergendorf. Good pressure. Zui trying to stop the turn. And there you see, looks like the men's tennis team and women's tennis team are here for Lenoir-Rhyne, trying to edge up the crowd and make it more electric here in the second half, trying to urge on their LR Bears.
Huge and needed for Lenoir-Rhyne right now to have that home field advantage that they've rightfully earned.
Yeah, and it's just such a big factor when you have home fans cheering for you. It's a good turn there in the box, flicked on, but Basabi coming off his line.
Yeah, we saw Owen Marshall able to come away with the box over on that left-hand sideline, but just unable to get a really good ball in. Basabi able to come in and collect it. Could have been a dangerous opportunity there for the Wingate Bulldogs.
So ball played up ahead. Finally settled there by Carles.
David Zui looks to go big for a second. Instead, going to play it back into Carles, and now back to Oliver Gardner as they look to swing it around the back as we see Delgado over here getting wide. Bennett with some good pressure on Juan Basabe there, not making it easy.
As Soren Nygaard putting pressure on Gardner. It'll be a Lenoir-Rhyne throw-in. He said about 15 minutes into the second half. We are still knotted up here at 0 apiece.
Just another evenly matched half of soccer so far.
Cascone looking to win this ball, does so. Now Zui, a big clearance, but it will still be out of bounds. No one able to win this back and forth seesaw action that we've seen so far. And Poza felt like he was pushed in the back, but a no call, and now the Bulldogs are looking to attack. Soren Nygaard. No call once again. Like I said, it's not going to go one team's way throughout the whole match. It's going to be back and forth. Refs are doing an excellent job here of letting the teams play on.
It seems like so far this second half, Wingate's been the team that's had more opportunity, and we've seen the ball over on Lenoir-Rhyne's defensive half way more often than it's been vice versa tonight, in this second half anyways. So G. Nizer looks big, trying to find Noah Tiefel on the right-hand sideline, but Andriana is there, as she's been there all night, making it super difficult for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. We're going to see the first substitution of the half for Lenoir-Rhyne as Noah Tiefel is going to be exiting the game to bring on Andres Ruiz.
Might be a much-needed substitution to give some fresh legs for Lenoir-Rhyne and continue to put that pressure. That should be a handball.
I think that definitely could have been a handball. As now G. Nizer looked like he was getting wrapped up there. The crowd clearly upset. Ref says play on.
Blatant missed handball I've seen right in front of the AR. Just maybe his vision was blocked. A couple of players were there in the fray, but that definitely hit, I believe it was Vittor's hand. So we finally get a whistle there on the far end. For Lenoir-Rhyne, a free kick.
This is going to be a good position to get a free kick in.
And looks like we just got confirmation on who was the goal scorer in the women's match to win the game. Any guesses?
Figueredo.
Nope, it was Nev Dustin.
Nev.
First goal of the season after a dominant freshman year last year.
Let's go. I love to hear it. Congratulations, Nev.
That's a huge goal for Lenoir-Rhyne. Now Poza looking for more of the same here. Up ahead, Fernandez able to free some separation, but flicked the header wide.
We're going to see a substitution for the Wingate Bulldogs. I believe that's Fallon Bruin that just came off. It looks like number 18, Masukawa, is the one that's going to be entering in for the Wingate Bulldogs with 26:52 left to play in this second half in this evenly matched SAC Championship final game.
See the Bulldogs working the ball around. Approaching 26 minutes left here in this match in the SAC tournament final. Still 0-0. I mean, this has been what we expected here in these two games. It's been tight back and forth. In the first two games, we saw, just locked soccer from both sides, and this is exactly what we're getting here today.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting one, very close one. This is definitely a championship matchup that you want to see.
Good clearance up ahead. One there by Adriani. Now looking for Nick Bennett. That's dangerous. Delgado pulls him down.
See.
And
the ref's going to say play on. That one made me nervous, Audie.
Tells Bennett to get up. That is a very tough call there made by the referee, but also Delgado once again has to be careful with that yellow card. Cannot stress that enough, as that could have been a game-changing decision there from the referee.
Yeah, thankfully that went in Delgado's favor, and he might be a little shaken up after almost getting a close call there, but he's got to shake that off and continue to be a strong right defender, because there's 25 minutes left to play, and that's a lot of soccer. Got to get your head up, keep moving.
And look at the pressure there from Ruiz. Cascon winning the header.
Good ball in from Zui, but Cascon looks like he wanted to try and maybe create something there with Jaime Emanuel, but just unable to, and Wingate's going to be building this the other way.
Yeah, it almost seemed like if Cascon had let that one just go, it would have found Jaime Emanuel, but, Cascon maybe saw something different. Said, just really dictating the tempo of the Bulldogs. Not in any hurry to kind of play Lenoir-Rhyne's pace. So that would be a throw-in on the far sideline. Looks like Zui.
Wambasabe's got to get it out. Bennett is applying some pressure back there. We see him turn on the Jets.
Plays the ball forward.
Carles has time to collect it here, but big touch off the chest from Carles. Still able to keep it at his feet. He's going to find Jaime Poza, who's going to find David Zui on the left-hand sideline.
They're threatening are the Bears. Up ahead to Carles. Carles looking for some more help here. Numbers, good move. Lays it back across. Still bouncing around. Ruiz into Zui, and
still in play right over there on the goal line. Wingate has a player down in the box who's slow to get up, and the ball is still bouncing around the top of the box.
Just a good build up there from the Bears. They're trying to get something across.
They're still knocking, though. That Wingate has not been able to clear this ball out quite yet. Carlos is going to look for a little ball over to G-Nizer.
And that's going to be scooped up easily there by Bergendorf. Good job by Vitor to get a boot on it and kick it straight up in the air.
Yeah, that was a great build by Lenoir-Rhyne, but Wingate taking it the other way, and it looks like Wingate's going to earn a free kick. Yeah. Again, 25 yards out, good angle. One of those balls that you can shoot if you wanted to. You can send it floating back post.
That's a good spot here for the Bulldogs. But again, that's one of those weird discrepancies sometimes you see from referees. There's more contact there on the Delgado play earlier. That was a no call. And then something that was maybe a traditional mark or check.
And Wingate's got numbers lined up. They have, it looks like 8 players running in.
Ooh.
And Bennett able to find a head, but was offsides, as Audie stated. Great job by Lenoir-Rhyne to hold that line as Wingate just sent numbers into the box on that free kick.
Pretty sure there was only one defender back, and Bergendorf, they're really hungry to score here and break this even tie.
And why would you not? That's, again, a threatening free kick position. This is a championship game. Send numbers up and then just work back. But when you get an opportunity like that, you got to try and take advantage of it. And Wingate almost did there. Thankfully for Lenoir-Rhyne, Bennett's offsides, as it almost looked like Cascon had a handball of his own.
Posa turning upfield. And a challenge one there by the Bulldogs. The ref says play on, I guess.
Yeah, another. It's a good tackle. It's all ball.
Cascon out wide to G. Nizer. Trying to go 1v1.
Carlos in the middle with plenty of time, but can't connect with one of his players. Instead, he's going to play it right into the feet of the Wingate Bulldogs. But
Bennett is 100% offside.
Yeah, Bennett again offsides. He's got to keep his head on a swivel there as a forward. Lenoir-Rhyne's doing a great job defensively of creating a back line and then holding it. And Bennett's not keeping up with that, and he's hopefully, if you're a Lenoir-Rhyne fan, going to be called off a lot more this evening. Delgado tries to sneak away with a few yards there, but he's got to make sure he's lined up with this AR.
And Delgado probably looking for a big switch or a big service.
Instead, they're going to play it short into Danny Fernandez, and Nick Bennett's going to apply some quick pressure, which forces Fernandez kind of play a little toe ball over the top and right into the hands of Bergendorf.
Looking for a give and go possibly there on the far sideline. Good pressure by Posa. Bears able to win it. Cascon will win the throw in there for LR. Zui working. Bears looking for something as you see Gardner surveying. Carles maybe looking to redeem himself. A pass up ahead for G. Nizer.
Looks like G. Nizer will get there, and he's 1v1 now, 2v1 over on the sideline.
DeMayo has a chance to play something in. Play something across. Ruiz. Now Zui, one time, just got two under that ball. Maybe had enough time. Let it hit the ground first and possibly get another chance at it, but
that's a tough volley. That's one of those that you have to hit that in. It's what we call the sweet spot in soccer. You got to hit it just right and send it to be able to redirect it where it's going to be on goal. Good ball though from Lenoir-Rhyne there. Just Andre Ruiz trying to make a run in, but then it'll connect.
Yeah, those are always tough. The one-time volleys. And DeManuel trying to find Posa in the middle, not able to. Fallenbrunn and Zui battling. Once again, they're working back. You see Bennett kind of check in.
Fernandez sees something on.
And that's been tough. Adriani has just been there all day. And Ruiz thought he won the challenge there, and he's going to get a card from the referee. Thankfully, it's a yellow. And Adriani is down here on the pitch. Let's hope he's all right. It's one of those where you felt like Ruiz may have won the ball first, but there was a lot of contact regardless if he had won it or not. Kind of propelled Adriani up in the air and then down to the pitch.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Looked to me like there was a lot of ball on that, but maybe the ref thought it was just a late tackle, just him coming in. And even in those situations, even when you do get a lot of ball, you're still going to get a call.
Bulldogs have numbers. Delgado wins it soundly.
I think it looks like they called Andre Ruiz offside.
The ball was to play to Posa. That is... As Posa as perplexed as we are.
Usually in soccer there, when it's the player that's offside is not involved with the play, they'll get called to play on, but maybe because Poza tried to flick it on to Ruiz, maybe that's where the call came from.
It's Fallenbrunn looking to win it, but it will be a goal kick for Juan Basabi and the Bears. Just like we said, just not the usual offensive game here so far for Lenoir-Rhyne, and I think we got to give a testament to this Bulldogs defense. Defensively, they've played almost a perfect game plan here.
Yeah, number 8, Andriana in the back there has just been absolutely clutch. I think that he might be the man of the match for Wingate so far and what he's been able to just break up and how he's controlled the defensive line.
And G9 is just going to play it back to Juan once again.
Juan's going to look to go big here, trying to find Andre Ruiz over the top, and he does, and Ruiz flicks on, but no numbers behind him.
Back to Bergendorf, who can't touch it. He does smartly take the chest off the touch off the chest and then send it away. Up ahead to Cascon. Cascon now here to Ruiz. Racing towards Adriani, looking to win it. Takes some contact, the ref says get up. Now some build up here from the Bulldogs. Vitor. Miscommunication with Bennett.
Vitor finds a second gear of his own. Good pressure from Bennett.
Ooh, that's a high boot there into Cascon's leg.
I'm almost surprised that Lenoir-Rhyne was actually able to get that call, as it looked like the Wingate player there was just going for the ball. It didn't look like his boot was too high, but Lenoir-Rhyne going to get a free kick right in the middle of the field here.
Okay, that was Devin Scully. She just walks away and kind of takes the decision there from the referee. Plays it inside, and Adriani kind of falling down, but wins the call there from the referee. He'll get the benefit of the doubt that he was shoved there by Fernandez. Now Ruiz trying to get back, and Soren Nygaard looking to make a run, and Basabi coming off his line secures it for LR. Under 15 to play here in this match. Still a 0-0 game. And an errant pass by Basabi. Fallenbrunn pushing. Lays it off. Nygaard. Nygaard looking to get back here on the left boot. Plays it up here for Cooper. Ball bouncing around, and Bennett just wide of frame. And if you're Basabi, you have to be so thankful that Bennett could not redirect that pass.
Yeah, you're going to be counting your lucky stars right there, because just Wingate able to pick off a pass that was poorly played. And Bennett, thankfully, he just didn't get his hips around that, and he just sent the ball right back in the direction that it seemed to be coming from. Just clearly frustrated with themselves, as that was the opportunity possibly for Wingate.
Basabi plays one up ahead. Zui settles. Up ahead to Poza. Poza trying to find Cascon. He gets tripped up. He's a little lame. Let's hope he's all right.
As we see another foul, this game has just been very, very physical. I think we've seen 3 cards, I want to say, here tonight.
Yeah, it's been very physical. Just adding to that total. Now Vitor looking for a burst of speed. DeManuel putting pressure on. Ball's put up, back frame, and into the side post is Basabi. Not able to come off his line in time, as Nick Bennett opens the match and scores the first goal. Wingate is up 1-0.
And great job by Bennett there to redirect that ball far back post, just out of the reach of Basabi. And Basabi, his weight was shifted the other way, so difficult for him to shift back to even try and make a stop on that ball. And I mean, that just caught the far left post and then rolled into the back of the net.
There's 13:26 remaining here for LR. They need an equalizer as we've been awaiting the first goal. And see Victor Cascon, the captain, urging his teammates not to be worried and to just continue to keep playing like they've been playing.
Yeah, 13 minutes is plenty of time to make something happen. The Bears have just got to stay in this mentally and try and create something of their own.
It's Emmanuel battling, stopping. Up ahead for Cascon. A looping ball. Cascon is there and just mistimes the touch. But it will take a deflection, promising for Lenoir-Rhyne a set piece, a corner kick.
Looks like David Zui is going to be the one over in that left-hand corner that's going to take this kick. And Wingate's got a player down in the box as the referee says to stop the clock. And it looks like the trainer will be coming on to the pitch. As you see the fans of Lenoir-Rhyne getting some cheers together, trying to put some life back into this team.
Trying to wait to see who's down on the pitch there for the Bulldogs.
And I mean, if you're Lenoir-Rhyne, that's an absolute dagger to give up a goal with about 13 and a half left to play when that happened. But you've got to stay mentally focused right now and keep reminding yourself and your teammates there's plenty of time left. And right now is a great possibility with the set piece and this corner kick.
Now Zui looking to play it in. As I think that was Fallenbrunn checking out. Or excuse me, that was I believe Sorengard. Ball played in by Zui, curling. Headed out strongly.
Great touch by Zui, who's going to send the ball right back in where it came from. But, Bergendorf able to collect that one, and he's going to send a booming kick downfield as he tries to catch these Bears off guard.
Just a 50-50 ball there for both players, and Sorengard is not happy. Just play on, and not LR looking to move ahead, and Sorengard gets a little bit angry and upset and gets into Carles. Just looking for maybe a makeup call there, and no card will be given.
As we see the Bears push numbers up of their own, it looks like Genizer and Zui, the one taking the kick, are going to be the only ones to stay back. Zui's going to play a ball forward, but Bergendorf able to easily come up with that.
Yeah, I was just looking for someone in the Bears kind of like bury their way into possibly the penalty marker, but like a mole. But the Bulldogs did a good job of holding their back line and not allowing anyone to push forward. Said 11:40 remaining here in this match. Lenoir-Rhyne looking for an equalizer. They're down 1-0 here to the Wingate Bulldogs.
Looks like Demi Fernandez is staying up top. Came up for that corner kick, but he seems to be staying there right now. A possible adjustment that Coach Winter could have made.
Up ahead to Zui. Lays one back across. Fernandez in the frame. And that'll be a throw in here for LR. And that Cascon back to Zui. They're going to work it through the back. Gardner stepping up. Gardner breaking free, draws the contact, but a no call there from the referee, and Delgado racing back to win it here for LR. Thought Gardner did enough to kind of draw that foul in a promising spot for the free kick.
Yeah, I'm surprised that was not given, but Bears have just got to play on. You can't wait to hear the ref's whistle. You got to keep playing through.
Fernandez still playing high up top here for the Bears. Fernandez turning upfield. drawing 2 or 3 defenders. Now Ruiz looking to play it back across. He gets clipped from behind. And the ref will point the other way here for a goal kick, no foul, as Ruiz went down. There was a lot of contact outside the box. Very surprised with no call.
I'm surprised that it was called a goal kick. I think it should be a corner. It looks as like it will be, as Wingate seems to appear as if they're setting up for a corner. And yeah, it is going to be a corner kick over here on this. From this left corner, it looks like Fernandez is slow to get up. Andre Ruiz is shaking off something of his own.
And looks like Jaime Poza will check in here for Demanuel. Cascone plays it in. Bergendorf is in the area, punches it out. And Delgado getting wrapped up from Bennett right there. Delgado's got to be careful. He's playing with the yellow. And
surprised to see the AR just watch that one, as it looked like Delgado was just completely wrapped up by Bennett there. But we're going to see Zui collecting it over here on the left-hand side. We still see Fernandez playing in that high position that we talked about earlier. The ref is going to call him offsides. It appeared that Fernandez checked back on well before that ball was played. Fernandez clearly upset right now.
Yeah, that is just one of those where you don't know where the calls we made. And you see Bergendorf going to take the free kick now for the Bulldogs.
And as an athlete, obviously, all these things that are happening to Lenoir-Rhyne now got to be very frustrating, but you just got to hone that in and mentally make it pump you up rather than let it being a setback. Wingate looks to play a little through ball of their own, but they're going to get an offsides call. Pazabic quickly picks that up, and he's going to speed up this game of play. There's just over 9 minutes left to play, and Lenoir-Rhyne's down. They need a goal.
As Pazabic puts one up here, Fernandez in the fray. Cascone will settle. Poza plays the ball out wide here to G. Nizer. Up ahead to Poza.
Should be a corner, and it looks like it will be, as that ball was played off of Wingate.
Needs a good service here from Jaime Poza. I have a really strong feeling Fernandez really wants this ball badly. Ball's played in by Poza. It's curling. Now Tiefel settles. One times it, puts it back on frame. Gardner!
Oh, and just Bergendorf literally picks it up right on the goal line. Gardner was in the area. It looked like Andre Ruiz was in the area. Just one of those ones where you wish you can just get a little poke on the ball, but just going to be right on the goal line. Bergendorf able to pick it up.
Cleared away. 8 minutes remaining here in this SAC tournament final. The Wingate Bulldogs are up 1-0 here over Lenoir-Rhyne, scoring in about the 78th minute.
But Lenoir-Rhyne just trying to throw the kitchen sink at the Wingate Bulldogs right now, giving them everything they've got to build something out of this last 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
Poza now trying to turn middle. Cascone flicks one on. Tiefel in the area. G. Nizer wins it.
Ref says play on.
Carles trying to do something, but gets a little bit caught up. Would have loved to see him settle and then look for an outlet.
Yeah, it looks like the ball just got caught up underneath his feet. Didn't have much to do with it after that. See if Carlos can redeem himself here, and he does. He plays a nice little ball to G. Nizer.
Good move there by G. Nizer, trying to free himself up. Ball played up ahead. Settled. Tiefel. Now Adriani just forced to play it out wide to Vitor. Vitor will just continue to send it forward, away from the defensive third.
Bennett able to win it over there on the sideline. And Wingate plays a ball to the top of the 18. Back out to Nygaard.
Now Fallenbrunn working, and they're trying to keep possession. Just kind of use as much clock as possible. Up ahead to Tiefel, flicked on. Up ahead. This could be a run here for Ruiz, as Fernandez is down on the pitch. And he's back up, looking to win the ball back here for LR. And Bennett making a run. Basabe just have to calmly get that one as we approach 5:30 remaining here in this match.
I don't know about you, Audie, but my heart is just pacing, as this is just one of those games where Wingate's able to find the back of the net. And we've seen like a second gear in the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears as they are doing anything possible they can to try and create some opportunities here.
Basabe will push forward here for LR. Sends a deep ball forward. Cascon. And Posa looking for Carles, I believe. And now Cooper looking to make a run. Basabe having to backtrack. You hear Bergendorf telling Cooper just to hold the ball in the corner. And Delgado can't do too much here, or he'll pick up his second yellow.
Yeah, he really does need Genizer to come in there and help him. As you said, he's got a yellow card, so Delgado's got to be really careful about what kind of tackles he's trying to put in over there. And Wingate's smart to just send it high, far, and wide and try and help this clock make its way down to 0.
So under 5 minutes, 4:54. Your score is Wingate Bulldogs 1, Lenoir-Rhyne 0. Lenoir-Rhyne looking to battle back here and get an equalizer. Cascal up ahead to Ruiz. Fernandez onside, lays it into Cascal in the box. He gets clipped, but soundly winning the ball there for the Bulldogs. We wait, see which number, but that was a strong challenge. He had to win it, or it could have been dangerous.
The ref's going to stop the clock as Wingate's got a player that's slow to get up. Audie stated we're not sure what number that is quite yet.
Maybe 6. Owen Marshall. It is Owen Marshall. Posa plays it in. Dangerous. Bouncing around. And just missing it.
I believe that was Andres Ruiz. Just wasn't able to get the connection he wanted with that ball.
Bergendorf to send one up ahead. Past midfield. That's a good ball.
Tiefel's got to turn on the Jets here.
And that's a Lenoir-Rhyne throw in. Tiefel just looking for a quick reset. Needs someone to show here. Into Ruiz. Oza trying to hold possession. Put something on. That looked like a handball from this far out, but I guess not.
It was already out of bounds there. It's going to be a Lenoir-Rhyne corner kick as the Bears look to get numbers in the box.
Looked like he high-fived that one. Now Posa plays one in, whipping. Dangerous ball. Now Genizer puts one back on frame. He's going to have to backtrack and win it. Can't. Oh. It's going to be a foul from behind. Going to stop the clock, and yeah, that's going to be a card.
Yeah.
From the referee.
Should be just a yellow card here. That wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity, and yep, it is. We're going to see a yellow card.
Looks like that'll be assessed there to Benny Genizer.
You know, in that kind of situation, you got to put a tackle in. And in that kind of situation, it's probably going to be a yellow.
So Fallon Brune will send it to the corner, most likely, and the Bulldogs will just look to hold possession after picking up that yellow. It's a really tough spot again for Genizer.
And Delgado's the other player that's over there helping him. Both players have yellow cards.
Up ahead to Posa. Carles just got to clear it if you can.
Good pressure from Wingate, not allowing Carles to get that ball out.
Cooper back across. Now Bears looking for the counterattack.
Yeah, out to Zooey. He's got plenty of space. He's going to send it.
Fernandez is offside. 100% offside. Yeah. Fernandez is 100% offside. Was behind Adriani on that play. Didn't check back on.
And I know you're frustrated with Lenoir-Rhyne as you get that call called against you, but you've got to get that ball quickly back into play so that Wingate's got to get it back into play as this time is just continuing to dwindle down.
Bergendorf sends just another beautiful free kick across. Zui looking to speed up the play. He's just going to push numbers forward, send something up ahead. Lenoir-Rhyne still looking for an equalizer. Good touch to sell there by Zui. Sends a deep one forward. Adriani heads it back, and Bergendorf having to chase that ball down. Now just doing his best to shave as much clock as he can.
And that's the exact ball that you want to play right over there to the corner. Making G. Nizer do some work, and G. Nizer's going to win a call.
Cooper with a clear takedown of G. Nizer.
This is a position Lenoir-Rhyne's not found themselves in a long time, being down a goal like this, and they're really just trying to send anything and everything up. Looked like a high boot there, and the ref's going to say play on.
Carles now pushing forward as we're approaching a minute left to play. Carles sends a ball up ahead, and just too much on that one. We're looking for the clock to be stopped. Fernandez will kindly place that ball there on the 6 for Bergendorf. So we are at a minute. It's got to be now here from Lenoir-Rhyne.
Carlos is going to collect it and tries to find the feet of Cascon. Danny Fernandez is going to win a free kick right there at the top of the box. He's asking the referee to stop the clock. The referee says no, as there is 40 seconds left to play in this match.
Poza now looking to play a ball. Juan will check up. It's now or never here for LR. Poza plays a looping ball forward. Up here in the box. Down at Tiefel. Tiefel firing and just gets under it. And 18 seconds left.
We're going to see Wingate take their time with this. Should be just enough time for them to take the rest of the clock down to 0.
And that is the match, folks, as the Wingate Bulldogs come out on top today here in the SAC tournament final 1-0 over Lenoir-Rhyne. Jenna, just a great match overall. It was a stalemate, 0-0 for the longest time. And Wingate just had enough there at the end to put one up over Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, just heartbreaking for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Bennett just able to redirect that ball perfectly as we saw and get that second half goal. And Lenoir-Rhyne, despite all their efforts, just unable to find an equalizer. And congratulations to the Wingate Bulldogs, who have just won the 2021 SAC Championship final in men's soccer.
Yeah, just like we said, we got to give hats off to the Bulldogs here. They deserve all the credit. They kind of shut down here this Lenoir-Rhyne offense, and they turned a different gear in that second half that allowed them to score one here very, very late in about the 78th minute that propelled them to this win. So once again, thanks for watching here on Bears Sports Network. We've really appreciate you tuning in all season here. And as that's the last match there for Lenoir-Rhyne, the Wingate Bulldogs win this one 1-0 here in the SAC tournament final. On behalf of Jenna Beauregard, I'm Ana Caliande, and until next season, go Bears.